to the show, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Steinhart Ocean GMT, and this is undoubtedly a homage to the Rolex 1655, which was made iconic and kind of legendary and very sought after by collectors by the endorsement of Steve McQueen during the late 70s. And that particular Rolex ceased production in about the early 80s, and there's a few homage to that particular model, but without a doubt probably the best regarded homage is the Steinhart Ocean GMT. Now you'll notice I put it on a NATO strap. I took off the bracelet because I thought if I changed my mind and I want to sell it, I didn't want to mess up the bracelet. So I'm not going to go too much into the talking about the bracelet. I will mention some key parts that I think are worth highlighting, but I've put it on one of my NATO straps. Actually, this is a Zulu. These are 20 millimeters, so obviously there's a little bit of spare space having the lug width on the Steinhart being 22. Now, so let's have a closer look. So this is the Ocean Vintage GMT, item number T0211, and inside it has the ETA 2893-2 Swiss made movement, automatic with hacking seconds, and it's a 21 jewel movement. And as you can see there, it's got the GMT in orange, the GMT hand in orange, and then with hour and minute hand, all with super luminova, C3, grade C3 luminova that is, and the date at the 3 o'clock. Now, as you can see on the brushed bezel, there is the 24-hour indices, and on the inside is quite a retro, cool looking luminova markings in a kind of very retro 70s kind of styling there, and it's obviously pays very close resemblance to the Rolex 1655. Now, on the side it's polished there with the brushed on the top of the lugs, and on the back, if I just remove the Zulu strap there, we've got this absolutely stunning, beautifully done. It's the ocean god, Greek god Poseidon, who was the god of the ocean, and you can tell by the three-pronged fork there, and he's riding a giant seahorse. Really cool little detail, and obviously we've got written around the outside stainless sapphire crystal Swiss automatic movement, etc, etc. Now, I've complemented it with a British RAF olive green strap, which I think really goes nicely with the orange of the hand and the black, and the whole kind of 70s retro vibe of it. You could, another option is obviously to go with the orange, which I really like to have bright colours with NATO straps, and that obviously complements the GMT hand. Now, let's talk a little bit about the size of it. It's 42 millimeters in diameter, quite a pronounced crown guard, and the crown does come out quite a way, and that basically is following the design of the original Rolex. The reason for this, I'm not really sure. You'd have to look at the original design of the Rolex. But for something that sticks out a bit, doesn't really irritate the wrist at all. Mainly because it's a very slender piece. It says it's 14 millimeters tall, but it wears actually quite thinner than that. It's as thin as any of my divers, probably even as thin as, feels as at least as thin as my Submariner. So and the quality, I must admit, it's really beautifully executed, and I can see why my mate Andy was so taken by it. Somebody who's usually only wears high-end luxury pieces. So now the weight with the bracelet is combined 190 grams, which is quite a weighty piece, most of it due to this thick solid bracelet with and I was really pleasantly surprised by the solid end links, something usually with cheaper watches they don't do, but the nice people at Steinhart really took their time and actually did a proper job. And the bracelet, I can't really be a judge of the bracelet because it's still covered in plastic. My opinion is 22 millimeters is a little over the top, especially for me with small wrists, but it's brushed with polished at the side, similar to Rolex. And what I do appreciate is, if you could just see there, sorry, the focus on this thing is a nightmare. There we go. They are actually screws, which is really cool, and I appreciate it because it's just that little bit better quality than cheap old pins. And it's got the safety fold over that's polished, so a nice contrast between the brushed clasp. And yeah, it tapers slightly, but not that much, and it's just too heavy and cumbersome for me. So being a sports watch, I thought the NATO just complements it down to a T. So I am going to order the obviously the correct size NATO straps, but for the moment this is absolutely fine. And just to give you guys a little look, and also so I can enjoy and give this a good test run for the week. I don't have to wait for the NATO straps to arrive. So what else? We've got a screw down crown, and that helps obviously with 300 meter water resistance, which is really great, and I absolutely love that because I'm a big diver watch fan, as a lot of my viewers are as well. So to have that kind of water resistance and not have to worry about it. What else is worth noting? Well, we got a domed sapphire crystal here, and I mean it's very subtly domed. It's hardly even noticeable, with double coating of anti-reflective on the inside. Anti-reflective coating on the inside. So no expense spared whatsoever. I mean, you're really getting a lot of bang per buck for around about $500. And if you're having second thoughts about ordering from Steinhart, I would totally recommend it. They were fantastic to deal with. It came in no time. It was shipped in no time at all, and you know, it's a very unpretentious brand, and I really appreciate that. And you know, they signed it the date when this was actually made, and I got a 2-year warranty, which is absolutely fantastic. And just the attention to detail for that price is phenomenal, and I'm really impressed with it. So I'm going to give it a week and see how it, you know, deals with quite a rigorous lifestyle that I lead. So yeah, I think let me just see if there's anything worth noting. I think, well, let me do a quick wrist shot for you. Steinhart on the wrist, and it really is comfortable. I would have expected the crown here to dig in, but it doesn't at all. In fact, I usually wear my watch on the other wrist, but it's just easier to operate the camera like this. So for a large 42mm, it really doesn't bother me at all, and I'm really happy with it. So I think I'll leave it there, guys. So let me know what you think. Sun is about to come out, completely screw up the visuals, but it doesn't matter. Let me know what you guys think, and please subscribe, and thank you for watching. Ciao.